Good afternoon and happy Valentine's Day. I'm Neal Murphy. I'm here with Mike Jones. What says happy Valentine's Day better than DeMatha Basketball? Now, Mike, in an effort to keep you out of hot water, anybody you want to wish a happy Valentine's Day to?
Was happy Valentine's Day to my wife. Wish happy Valentine's Day to my daughter. Um, I know I haven't spoken to you, so happy Valentine's Day, and then happy Valentine's Day to all the families, especially the moms that do so much to make sure our kids are able to play this year. So happy Valentine's Day, and my mom too. My mom.
I was going to say my list is a little bit longer. First of all, happy Valentine's Day to my wife, Maureen, my two daughters, Kylie and Kelsey, my daughter-in-law, Megan, and of course the most important one, my granddaughter, Ainsley. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, so Mike, I guess the first question is, Saturday afternoon, we're supposed to play at Paul VI. We're here on a Sunday afternoon. How did we get here?
Just a little bit of everything happened. So we're just thankful for the chance to play. Obviously, weather knocked us out yesterday. Some lingering weather over in Paul VI, where they're located now, forced us to have the game here today. So thankful just for the opportunity to play. I know Coach Ferrello feels the same way. Our kids get another chance to finish our season off the right way.
And we really haven't had a repeat game all year. So if we're going to play someone twice this year, Paul VI, that seems appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't want to say the two best teams in the league because our league is full of great teams, but we did finish the season last year playing in the championship game. So just going off of that, we know what the energy brings. Our kids know each other so well. Very well coached opponent. Again, just happy for opportunity to compete.
Mm-hmm. Now, last time we spoke about the significance of the sneakers you guys are wearing. Mm-hmm. We forgot to mention one thing. DeMatha lost a good friend, and basketball lost a good friend, Tom Kanchowski. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Mr. Kanchowski, passed away from cancer, pancreatic cancer. And if anybody is around the game of basketball, either you've met Mr. Kanchowski or you've seen Mr. Kanchowski somewhere. They call him the glider. He's just such a smooth gentleman. And he has done so much, not just for the game of basketball, but for the kids specifically. A lot of kids that would not have been known by college coaches. Mr. Kanchowski was the epitome of what a scout is supposed to be. And he's old school, too. No answering machine, no cell phone. Like, literally, he would call me a couple of times a year to find out about our kids and our schedule. But he did that with everybody, and he never forgot a detail. He'd ask me about my family every time he saw me before he'd ever ask me about our basketball team. So rest in peace to him. He is truly a legend, should be in the Hall of Fame. Hopefully that will be corrected. And, we lost a very good one.
And as you know, I'm from New York. I played up there, I coached up there, and Tom is my connection back to New York. So every time he came down, he passed on a message from my high school coach or someone I played with as to what was going on in New York. Just a great guy. Now, we always talk about, as the DeMatha coach, you get a lot of calls from college coaches inquiring about our kids. But you also get some calls from guys who are not coaching.
Yeah. We get calls from our NBA friends a lot. And, they want to know about the guys that are in college and sometimes even our guys that are still here at DeMatha. And just in terms of, those guys, they're going to be giving you millions and millions of dollars. And someone loses their job if they don't do their homework. So they literally will try to do the best they can to get information as early as they possibly can. Not only do they reach out to me, but usually when they do, they want Miss Phelan's phone number. They want our Dean of Students' phone number so that they can find out what kind of person they are off the court. But to ask about work ethic, resiliency, how do they do with their teammates? Like, it truly is an advantage for me and for any coach that get these phone calls because it reinforces everything that we're trying to teach our young men because, hey, this is where everybody hopes to be one day, and very few get the chance to do it. But for us to be able to give them some type of blueprint as early as 14 and 15 years old because we know what they're going to be looking for, I think, it definitely does our kids well.
Mm-hmm. And certainly at that level, everybody's got talents. So those intangibles, those character things become so much important.
Yeah, you think of all the guys that people look at and say they're so talented, why didn't they make it? Or, hey, is that guy really that good? How did he make it? It's a lot of things that people just have no clue about that makes a guy a pro or makes a guy not a pro. And those details really are valuable for kids to know as early as possible, so that if it is in the cards form, and it's not for everybody, but if it is in the cards form, they have a chance.
Now, we've talked about all the players, but how about the guys that make your job easy, the coaches that you work with?
Yeah, you know, the rest of my coaching staff is truly a godsend. Most of them are DeMatha graduates. Obviously, all of us grew up playing for Coach Wooten, playing for you, playing for Pat Smith, and all the great coaches that have coached with Coach Wooten. So we all have kind of been cut from the same cloth, but then we all went our separate ways. We all went to different colleges, universities, and played for other coaches. So having those guys bring all of that expertise back, we have the same foundation. But then after that, we've learned many different ways to skin the cat, and having that versatility on the staff is very, very, very valuable to me. You know, Reggie Vini's been with me the longest, Kevin Cramer, second longest, Sam Anstead, Daryl Green, you know, Austin Freeman, John Rogers, Derek Banks, Kenny Tate, Aaron Proya and John Rogers are the two guys on our staff, and Toby Stevens, the three guys on our staff that are not DeMatha graduates. But each of us is just like a team. Every one of us has our role. Some guys are really good at skill development. Some guys are really good at breaking down film. Some guys are really good at, you know, the strength and conditioning. Some guys are great at recruiting. We all kind of embrace our role, and we're just very happy that we have, I believe, the best staff in America, and you know, all the success we do get, it wouldn't happen without them.
Now, you mentioned Kevin Cramer and Reggie Vini. Last time we spoke, we were comparing the '88 team to the '91 team. Has that created any dissension on your staff? Because Reggie was the point guard on that team,
Yes,
and Kevin was a forward on that team.
It's not like I said anything that wasn't true, though. I mean, you know, that loss column, you know, it is what it is. And as long as there's a 0 in the '91 team's loss column, you know, we can have the argument with anybody, but when it comes down to it, you know, in this case, less is more. So.
Well, also, I think two guys want to get into that conversation. Daryl Green, he was part of a team, the '98 team, that went 34-1. And Austin Freeman's team, I think, was '06. They also went 34-1.
Yeah, they did, but you keep saying a number after the wins. And as long as you're saying 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, it's not 0. So, hey, myself, Dwayne Simpkins, Vaughn Jones, Ted Ellis, Mike Arnold, Joe Wooten, Chris Lee, Rob Ritter, Chris Parsons, Eric Conti, Kevin Young, Kevin Willingham. Like, you cannot dispute that we beat everyone in front of us. We had a great schedule. We played other nationally ranked teams, and we won every single time we stepped on the floor. And no one will ever be able to take that away from us.
There you have it. 30 years ago that happened. He's still, I don't know if you got them all, but you got most of them.
I better have gotten them all. If I forgot you, I'd
Well, you will.
Oh, I did forget one. Milt Mouse. I'm sorry, Milt. Milt actually watches sometimes, so I apologize for that. My man, Milt Mouse.
The
Largo legend.
text you just got was from Milt Miles. Mike, last time we said this is the last one. I truly believe this is our last interview this year. But I really enjoyed this. I think it's something we got to stick with as long as we keep winning.
Absolutely, and I will say this, Murph, never say never. We're 99.9% sure this is the last one, but hey, who knows?
Well, there you almost have it. Mike, good luck today. Thanks for doing this. Everybody out there, stay safe.
Thank you.